and slice.
What's
Oh,
the second last one?
hello, Epic Gamers. Welcome back to Eternal Sunday July here at Grey Oak Games. I'm Alfian Poon, joined by Ben.
Epic Gamers.
Epic Gamers. That's what I shall call our audience. Because everyone watching is epic
Oh,
and they're a gamer.
I see. I see.
Yes, today we have John Paul Poe versus Edgar Leroy de Pedro.
Right, an all Filipino matchup.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Rumble in Manila.
yes, and
Yeah,
John Paul
yeah.
Poe, I think he's on the Blu-ray.
The Clash in
Delver.
Quezon City. What?
He's
Sorry.
on, he's on City.
Massacre in Makati. But yeah, obviously, all headlines that could be associated with a more dangerous country.
yes, yes, yes.
Showdown in Cebu is a mixed submission.
Big submission, what?
Okay, so it's Blue Red Delver against I think it's a card deck.
A card deck?
Yeah, I think it could be a card deck or it could be his show and tell deck.
Okay. Hold on, let me...
Okay, some very nice cards
Yes, and the nice sleeves also.
and nice sleeves.
Yes,
They're well protected.
the fabled Amano Liliana
Yeah,
sleeves.
yeah.
Yes. Exclusively to Japan events or something.
Yeah, Amano, what's his first name? Yoshitaka.
Yoshitaka, yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Everyone knows Amano. No one remembers his first
I
name.
don't know Yoshitaka.
I could get away with calling him whatever. Amano Murakumo. You know? One of the blades of Japanese legend, one of the swords of Japanese legend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so Mulligan for JPP,
Down
which
to
means that he's gonna go down to 6, but he gets to select from 7, given it's the London Mulligan.
A bit less punishing than what it was previously.
For sure.
So very cool, very cool. Edgar, I think he kept his entire hand, so
Yeah, and we're gonna find out quite quickly what the entire hand entails.
yes.
So JPP
Oh,
has
it's
a,
not
has
all
a
yet.
delver, which is good. That's
Okay.
good. Okay,
Oh,
this is ancient tomb.
Ancient Tomb. Okay, so it's a
Comes is what we expect from Edgar
Lotus
as well as
Petal.
Lotus Petal. Oh, I see
Okay.
Volcanic Island. So this is gonna be show and tell.
okay.
It's gonna be show and tell. Oh, this is Painter Servant.
Painters. Oh.
Yeah, for those of you who cannot cannot immediately identify the
Yes,
inventions
I
because
can't.
because they're a weird thing. Yes, it is Painter Servant.
This card spiked a lot in the past few weeks.
Yeah, they unbanned it in EDH.
Yeah. Did we sell any?
We did. We did. We definitely sold some. So Painter Servant, using a a card that lets you name a color. Then all cards in the game are now that color.
Ooh.
Very powerful with cards like Force of Will because it lets you pitch any color card in your hand, any card in your hand, right? So you can pitch a land to Force of Will.
Right.
But even more powerful with a card like Pyroblast, which means that your Pyroblast now becomes a instant speed Vindicate.
Right.
At yeah.
Or how about cards that make your opponent mill until they mill like
Oh,
different colored cards?
what card are you talking about, Elfian? Is it a card called Grindstone?
Oh yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Grind mechanic, of course.
So Grindstone, Grindstone would just put your opponent's entire deck into the graveyard unless there was an Emrakul,
Oh yeah.
with which
I
to
don't
which you'll
think
be.
John Paul Poe is playing Emrakul.
Yeah, and definitely not in a deck with Delver.
That would be pretty funny though, like, if like Edgar plays against like Show and Tell.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Emrakul like, poop.
But you can always win with Surgical Extraction.
Oh yeah, that's true. And Delver, okay. Not sure if John Paul Poe will be fast enough to, stop Edgar's plan.
Yeah. I think that the benefit of playing Painter Servant type decks is that the ability to use your Pyroblast as a Vindicate is really powerful.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you don't have the Grindstone, if you can just, do stuff like that.
Stop your opponent.
Yeah, JPP not flipping his Delver,
Oh, unfortunate.
interestingly enough. Playing a basic mountain, which is
Not basic mountain, basic snow mountain.
basic snow mountain. True,
Yes.
true. Deck list registration errors would abound if that was the case. But I suspect that's not a great idea, right? Because one of the reasons to play a basic is if you're afraid of non-basic hate.
Like Wasteland.
Right, like Wasteland, but I don't think a deck that plays Painter Servant and Ancient Tomb is playing Wasteland. So the only other concern you have is probably Blood Moon, right?
Right.
But laying a basic mountain the basic snow
Yeah,
mountain
doesn't
doesn't do anything against the Blood
Yeah.
Moon anyway. You might as well lay a Volcanic Island. And you see now he's in a pinch, right? Because he's like, oh, I need to play 2 blue spells this turn. But I laid this.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So that is a bit problematic. So he's gonna play Ponder, try and set his Delver up to be a kill, to flip next turn and hopefully
Okay.
help him progress towards killing his opponent.
before his opponent mills him out
Yep.
instantly.
Or finds a Pyroblast and nukes the Delver, which it didn't need any help from the Painter Servant.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Edgar, so is that like, do people normally just name red or like blue with the Painter Servant?
I think it's blue.
Oh, it's blue. Okay,
I think
okay,
it's usually blue.
Okay,
There are some off scenarios where you name some other colors.
okay.
Especially if you were playing the mirror, and your opponent has red blast too, so you might name a different color.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, but I don't think the painter mirror is something that people have thought a lot about.
I don't think it comes up a lot.
Yeah,
I think seeing Painter by on its own already is like a
So we
big
see
thing.
see the reason why he laid the mountain, right? Because he wants to be able to play a bolt end of his opponent's turn.
Oh, Force.
But no, he has Pyroblast,
Oh,
Elemental Blast. Yeah, that's Pyroblast. Yeah.
yeah.
So because all the cards are blue now, for those of you who are super confused at home, how does a red card beat a red card? It's because all the cards are also blue.
So now Pyroblast also kills the counters lightning bolt. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. And on Modo, this would be represented by a very odd gold sheen.
Gold sheet.
Like it's both blue and red at the same time. So it
Ah,
has
okay,
the,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like foiling.
yeah.
Okay, okay. But yeah, I think one of the things that Painter Servant decks does not have very much of is like card draw because it's in red.
Yeah. Well, he is in blue too, right? I mean, those beta volcanics are not
Oh yeah, that's true.
are not
That's true.
completely irrelevant. So,
Right,
but
right.
I mean, I think that the notion of card draw in its traditional sense is pretty much dead, right?
Right,
Not a lot of decks today can afford to play spells that just say draw a card
right.
or draw 2 cards or draw 3 cards, right? Accumulated knowledge, I think, probably the only one.
Draw a lot
even
of cards.
Yeah. So now what you have is an era of like permanent base advantage, right? You put planeswalkers into play that have an ability every turn.
Right,
Right, you have Baleful Strix that trades for one of your opponent's cards while replacing itself.
right. That's a good card.
That's the way of card advantage these days, right?
And do you think you want to chain lightning the Painter Servant here, or at least try to do it?
Yeah, but the problem is that if he chain lightnings the Painter 7, he gets to pay 2 red and bounce it back.
Ah,
Yeah, so this is
right.
the weakness, I guess, of chain lightning. Right? It's not entirely cost free to play the 5th, 6th,
not-
7th, 8th
It's
bolts.
it's not really a sorcery bolt.
Yeah. So we have Tesprin City of Traders.
Oh
Like
wow,
$12,000 US dollars
wow,
each.
that is very cool.
Yeah.
I have not seen that live before.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, today's a good day to do that.
Yeah, I've seen it on like the high end group where they post their flexes.
Yeah.
That- oh my God, that's-
Weird flex, but okay.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Things I could never afford at this current stage of my life.
Oh yeah, at some point.
At some point, maybe I'll make
So
it.
this is Grindstone.
Yeah.
I guess we should pull up Grindstone on
We should.
our invention cam.
I wonder if they have the invention art over. Oh, they do.
They
Very
do.
cool. Very cool. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library to his graveyard. If both cards share a color, they repeat this process. So basically, all your cards are blue. So your cards will never share a color, and you will instantly die. Yeah.
Well, not instantly. When it goes to
yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
die in your draw step.
Yeah, that's your draw step.
When you attempt to draw a card,
you die when
and you fail to have any cards in your deck.
Right. Basically, you need to draw a card
I'm gonna
to
get the remote.
lose. Okay. Painter's Servant. Yeah, and Edgar just handily takes that one up. I think John Popo had too slow of a start, or rather, Edgar was able to establish dominance with his Painter Servant naming blue and has his Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast to just control what John Popo was doing. Oh, you want to take that? Yes. Ben is back with the aircon remote. The casting room, of course, very infamous for
Yeah.
being either very hot or very cold.
Yeah, it was definitely a snow covered.
Snow covered.
We're all
casting room.
snow covered people right now. Yeah, if I made mana, it'd be snow covered.
So if I tapped you, you could play like Arkham Astrolabe.
True. I wouldn't let you tap me, but
Oh wait, is that a power bank?
yeah.
Oh,
it's
cool.
plugged in now.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get past the awkward bits.
So anyway,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
just buy me a drink first if you want to tap me.
No. Anyways, yeah, John Popo is playing good Delver. I'm not sure if this is a good matchup. John Popo probably needs to have have more permission spells.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is decent because he has a clock that can get under
Under?
what Edgar's trying to do, right? If he
Right.
he can play a Delver or threat on turn one and then back it up with like cheap permission.
Yeah, I think the first game was just a bit slow,
Yeah.
slow of a hand. Like he had a lot of setup, not really much explosiveness.
Yep, yep. And with the red sideboard cards, you have good ways to deal with artifacts like Smash the Smithereens.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
of course,
like that.
of course.
That kind of line up with your game plan, along with like Shattering Spree if he's playing that, because he can blow up a whole bunch of artifacts at the same time.
Mm.
I think that we need to think about what the blue is for in Edgar's deck, right? What is he playing?
Probably
blue for?
permission spell. I saw a Force of Will in his hand, so
Right.
it's very most likely Force of Will.
Permission
yeah.
spells.
And every card is blue, so he can like
Yeah,
discard a land.
exactly.
Yeah, remember you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow,
Maybe,
that's very handy.
yeah. So it means that you can pitch all your excess City of Traitors and all your other stuff to that.
Wow.
So I think what JPP has to think about is fighting the Painter Servant and not the Grindstone, right?
Right.
Because once the Painter Servant's in play, it turns on all the blue cards in Edgar's deck, or turns on all the forces to be able to pitch non-blue cards
right.
like
That
land.
Painter Servant very potent.
Yeah, Painter Servant very potent. So something that JPP needs to be aware of, thinking about, right? But it's hard to counter colorless spells on the stack unless you have like Ceremonious Rejection or something.
Or like hard counter spell.
Yeah, hard counter spell.
You can't really use your REBs or Pyroblast
Yep.
for that.
The red also suggests that he has that Edgar might play something like Goblin Welder, or in its more modern form, Goblin
Goblin Engineer.
Engineer.
You think are they like it's the same?
They're kind of the same, but one is a tutor, right? One puts it in the graveyard.
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's true. So
which is kind of cool, but it also means that
it costs one more.
It costs one more.
Yeah.
It's more vulnerable because you now have a creature. As
Right.
opposed to, both Welder and Engineer are creatures, right? But if exposed to something that was a straight tutor, like Transmute Artifact.
Right. This is like double duty though, so I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm curious as to what Edgar exactly runs in his deck. Like, does he run Chalice, for example? Chalice and Grindstone is not a combo,
No, it's not.
right? But like, it seems like he could just switch into some kind of blue-red,
Blue-red Stompy
kind of stompy shell.
or moon, blue-red moon.
Yeah. Like we only saw one Grindstone and one Painter. It's 2019. Is it safe to assume
No, it's not. You can play.
Anything?
You can be anything you want. You can
Yeah.
play with anything you want.
it could be a blue-red EDH deck? Right?
Oh yeah.
It just has like one of every card from every combo. One sneak attack, one through the breach, one Emrakul, one Grizzlebrand.
And Omniscience.
Yeah. One Deceiver Exile, one
Yeah.
Splinter Twin.
I used to play like that back in standard when
Oh,
I was
really?
like newer to the game. Hey man, I top 8 a few 50 kills with that deck, okay?
Okay. Your opponents are like, it's this guy again.
It's this guy. I don't know what he's playing, but he's
Okay.
beating me.
It's the Sunday brunch buffet. Okay, so JPP on the play.
Okay.
Only up with a fetch.
Okay.
So it's interesting what he fetches here, right? Because now post board he has access to Red and Mental Blast.
Right.
So he is motivated to get more volcanics than he would usually get.
Right.
But he's also mindful that his opponent has Blood Moon.
Yes.
Or it has the colors to play Blood Moon. Whether or not he actually has Blood Moon is a different
Goes for the
issue.
blue. Okay, so probably gonna play Delver on turn 1.
Yeah. So that's something I think that a lot of legacy players don't think, newer legacy players don't think too much about, right? Which is that there comes a point where it's not right to fetch basics.
Right.
Because of the way your strategy is. And you see this in JPP's hand, right? Like, because he is a Monastery Swift Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll have like another red source in his hand though, right? Does he?
It's possible he does, but even then, like, you're just taxing your mana, right?
Oh, it's a judge.
You're making it.
It's a
You're
judge
making it
island.
problem. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, Edgar doesn't have cheap cards or cheap sleeves.
No. Even the basic
Yeah.
lands cost money.
Yeah. And I bet like that's like a super limited edition Fitbit that's on his wrist, right? So, you know.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a foil,
Foil.
foil first print ponder.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play the name the cool cards game. Right? let's
Okay. See, let's see like
So I will correct you if you say something wrong. If you
Okay,
pick up
okay.
the wrong card.
okay. Lotus Battle.
Okay.
Masterpiece. Fil for Zak Nu Upome.
Raided us.
Raided us Party of 22. We got party. We got raided. Oh.
I don't know. My ancestors would not have thought I would ever say this with a happy voice. We got raided.
This is a raid. HD Fox. Oh no. Turbo. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi,
Uh,
what's good? What's good?
yeah, where you're from? Welcome to the stream. We're
Welcome to
a Singaporean store
Yes.
based out of Singapore. We stream twice a month our Sunday events.
Yeah, and we have some weekday events as well. Modern on Wednesday, Tuesdays Legacy sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're watching two blue red mages battle against each other.
One a bit more combo heavy than the other.
Yeah, yeah, and we're also playing the game of Spot, the expensive card.
That looks like Pollet Delta, but
Yes, okay, sure.
I can't tell from this point if it's like the Judge foil or the
Oh, I mean the Judge foil is the new border, so it's definitely not a Judge foil.
yeah.
Yeah, you can tell it's a
The
foil.
onslaught foil.
Yeah, with the
Right,
shining star,
right.
the shooting star that's going through the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So these are the people who perpetuate the myth that Legacy is expensive to get into. Right? You're like, oh, I really want to play Legacy. Why does this guy have $12,000 land in his deck? But yeah, Delver's flipping. And this
Taylor
is
Swift hits the field.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, she hit
Actually,
the field last
yeah,
turn.
yeah. I don't know about you, but last turn she dealt two.
Oh, okay. Romario Vidal, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for following us. Yeah, yeah. This is awesome. I think
you.
Brian from Brian Anderson, based out of Utah. Yeah, good friend of ours. Whose wife is Taiwanese, so they visit us frequently, whenever they're in Asia.
Yes.
I think he even played one of these events on one of these Sunday events.
Oh, how long was that?
That was I think just before Portland last year, so probably mid last year.
Okay.
Yeah, HC Fox. Are you friends with Brian, or are you based in Utah as well?
Let's take a minute to appreciate, I guess. Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're slacking. Come on,
Oh.
we gotta. What else is going on here?
Oh yes, the brainstorm, the foil first print brainstorm.
Yeah, first print. Which set?
Macadam Mask.
Okay. Man of wealth and taste.
Wealth, not sure, but taste
Yeah.
maybe.
Taste
Maybe.
Taste is all that's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Edgar doesn't seem to have much action going on for him this.
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Oh, visited the store a few times, but a few hours now. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. The other person who operates Paragon City Games is a close friend of ours, an old friend, Travis Pendleton. He used to work for us at GPs and and also came to visit us in Singapore. Worked at GP in Singapore 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice guy. Tiger Dilly, definitely some shiny cardboard, but those Japanese lily sleeves. You're right.
You could always get if you come down to Grey Oak Games 069451 A3 Club Street, you can get them. We have some in stock.
I suspect they might be a little bit further away than most of our usual clientele. But yeah, the sleeves are really cool. I often joke with the standard players that buy the sleeves that these sleeves individually might be worth more than some
Some of your
parts of your deck, some parts of the deck. So, but yeah, it's fun. I think I love that there are so many. So is this a Trinket Mage?
This is a
Trinket Mage. So
Ooh,
he's all in on
cuter.
the painter plan. It's not the EDH deck that we were thinking.
No. This is
know?
this is very much the all-in.
Yeah. And it's a powerful card here because he can get explosives if he wants to clean up the board.
Explosive is good.
Yeah. And with an all island mana base, that wasteland is looking
Do you think
a
the
little bit
all-island
anemic.
mana base is like a coincidence? No, he's
No,
been
he's
fetching
been
all islands.
fetching all islands.
Wow.
Yeah. Not his first rodeo. You don't spend this kind of money on a deck and not know how to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, look, pardon my ignorance, but why do you fetch all islands? Is it for the Blood Moon or the Back to Basics?
It could be for Blood Moon. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it could just be trying to dodge that wasteland that's in play.
Mixed stone one time.
Mixed Stone one. It's not bad. Although Taylor Swift is very good at getting under Mixed Stone.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Sarah Berry, thank you for following us.
Thank you
Very
for
cool,
following
very
us.
cool.
Man, I own 3-4 legacy playable foils and that's it. I think what Edgar represents is somebody who really loves what he does. Right?
Yeah.
And this doesn't matter if it's legacy or vintage or commander or popper or collecting bear tokens.
Collecting bad tokens.
Yeah, so long as you like what you do and you spend your money or time or effort or
What makes you happy?
yeah, whatever makes you happy.
If it makes you happy, then I think that's money well spent.
I don't think there's a prerogative. I don't think anyone's telling anybody that you have to play cards a certain way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this
So
is definitely cool to
Edgar
look
is
at.
falling a little bit behind, and with this
This
ball,
looks very behind.
with the ball in his hand, he's actually at a very precarious position, right? Like imagine if JPP plays John Paul Poe plays a cantrip here.
Okay.
That's a 2/3 Swiss spear. That's a 3/2 Delver. That's 5 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
There's not a good block. There's no good blocks for. Oh, interesting.
so he-
so this ball can go to Edgar's face,
Mm.
right? Making it a 2/3.
Okay, so he chooses to attack
Yeah.
for bolting. Okay.
So he's gonna bolt him. He's gonna go to 7, and then now he's gonna trade off profitably against this Trinket Mage.
And it's going to go down to 4 from
Okay.
the Delver. Okay.
So Edgar's plan is to combo off next turn, right? Edgar's like, there's no way I'm gonna win a game where I'm trading for my opponent's creatures. I'm just gonna use this as a speed bump.
okay.
Gain 2 life, or prevent 2 damage.
But John has a Force of Will and Daze in his hand. This is going to be
he
a very
thinks he's safe. But the truth is, Edgar also has Red Elemental Blast, right?
Oh.
So that's gonna be able to. Ooh, this is second Delver.
Delver. Okay.
Oh, this
so
is interesting.
just to make sure that
Yeah,
Edgar is
yeah.
very dead. Blown out by EE, of course.
Yeah. yeah. And if he had gotten an EE with that explosives, with the Trinket
Trinket
Mage the
Mage,
turn
yeah.
before, this would have been a great situation for that EE.
I
But
don't think
I
he had
believe
it.
he went for the Grindstone, right?
Yeah, most likely.
The Meekstone is not bad too, but the Meekstone doesn't solve the problem of like
Getting
John
burnt.
Popo can choose not to flip the Delver.
Right.
Right? He's just like,
yeah.
yep, I just want a 1-mana 1/1 and I'm gonna like molest you slowly. caress you gently.
You know the Delver in the human form probably doesn't do the attacking. He probably lets his insects do the attacking, right?
Yeah, but maybe sometimes the mad scientist is to get his hands dirty and
That's true.
take care of problems himself.
But
you
it's like a one power though.
know? yeah. yeah.
Not very strong when you're a human. When you're an insect, a
True.
flying
It's
insect.
true. A flying insect.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would ever want to be a flying insect.
No.
Like
I wouldn't want to be
Jeff
one.
Goldblum in The Fly.
Oh, I saw that. Was
You
such,
seen that?
That was such a scary movie. Back,
Really?
Back when I was like very young.
I think the movie is a lot older than you. It's a lot older than I am.
Yeah. How old was that movie?
I think it was probably in the 70s.
70s.
Yeah. yeah.
I saw Mosquito Man too.
What is Mosquito Man 1? I've never even seen
No,
Mosquito Man.
as well.
As well, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I saw Mosquito Man as well.
It's like Edgar trying to figure out. He has an explosives. That's explosives at the front of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So explosives at the front of his hand. He's gonna play a ponder first. He's looking
Okay.
for protection because he's like, okay, my opponent definitely has a way around what I'm trying to do. No. He put his cards together with the brainstorm.
Oh no,
he thought it was brainstorm.
Yeah. Common mistake.
A very common mistake. But hopefully not too. Okay, so. Because it's regular REL, for those of you who are watching, an infraction like that isn't quite as isn't going to be punished as heavily, say, as in a competitive REL event, right? The moment those cards had touched
Touch
Edgar's
your hand,
hand,
there's
yeah.
penalty.
Obviously, there's a good workaround, but I think what's really important and what's really good, Ponder Storm, yeah. What's really good about our community is that all the players know each other. They're all pretty casual with each other, and
very-
so long as there's nothing too shady going on,
Yeah.
you know, there's a kind of self-correcting,
I'm
self-policing.
pretty sure Edgar and John
walk back.
Popo are like very close friends anyway.
Yeah. Despite the massacre in Makati or the showdown in Cebu, or the clash in Quezon City. For those of you who just joined us, they are both Filipino nationals working and living here in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
noticed a lot
a huge community of Filipino
Filipino
players
Singaporeans
in
based
Singapore.
MTG. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is really cool because I have friends who live in the Philippines and who I can talk to about the players here. They're like, oh yeah, I know John Popo, I know Edgar.
Very high profile players.
Yeah,
considered.
especially the guy with $12,000 lands. Like that's definitely high profile. Okay, so he's found an ancient tomb, which is interesting. It's probably not a card that he wanted, right? Because he passed on City of Traders in the previous ponder.
Horizon Canopy is pretty shady. No, it's not.
That's funny. It's a canopy because it's shady.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
the dad jokes.
Like
Yeah.
you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm not a dad, not that I know about, at least.
But you have the dad jokes.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully no one comes out and says. So
Okay, Force discarded. Force pitching the True Name.
what is he forcing? What is he playing?
He's forcing the E.
Oh, that's an E on the
That's
stack.
an E. That's an E.
This is the problem with the foils. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't really see.
Very glare.
Yeah, there's a lot of glare involved, but it is an E,
He's an E, yes.
right? It is an E, and with plenty of mana in his hand,
He probably
in
can
play.
fight it.
yeah, he's gonna be able to fight that daze that is in JPP's hand.
So he probably needs to force this, and then he can pay for the days. I
Yeah.
think.
And one daze is not enough to keep him off the activation of the
Right.
the explosives.
So it's 2 to activate it, right?
It's 2 to activate it.
Right.
Engineer Explosives an amazing card. There's so many ways you can use it to do tricky things, right?
Right. Oh,
Oh, and
he
so
does-
he's
he
packing it
doesn't
up.
have the
Yeah,
he doesn't have
he has
permission.
no permission,
There's
no way
counter
to
spell.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is what I meant by John Paul pulls that can get in under what Edgar's trying to do, right? Like
okay.
he can put on a clock and have the relevant pieces of disruption in his hand,
Right.
all before Edgar can put anything together meaningful, like in a meaningful kind of fashion. So slow.
Yeah, I guess draws were a bit slow.
Yeah.
I
Unless he's commenting about the pace of the gameplay,
I mean,
which I think there's a group of people who do think that the game should be played at the quickest pace and everything. But I think oftentimes we get confused because we get to see both hands,
right.
right? So we can kind of like pass out all the logically like plausible scenarios and then just
Right.
just move from there. But these players play with concealed information, and that's what makes the game great. If the game was open like chess, we'd all be losing the computers over and over again.
I really used to like chess a lot.
Signed up for the all dad stream and now they're telling me there's no dads on stream. No, so let me correct ourselves.
Yeah.
Me and Alfian don't know if we have children out there. Right,
Yes.
right. So it's until proven otherwise, we are not dads.
Yes.
That being said, there's a philosophical question about what makes a dad.
A dad.
Right? What makes a dad a
Yeah,
dad?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you tell enough dad jokes, do you become a dad, and therefore does this become a dad stream?
Yes.
Right.
Or if
So
a dad bought, maybe you
that's
become
true.
a dad.
That's true.
So-
We definitely are rocking the dad board.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for those of you who can't, obviously, if we were to show you what we look like, this wouldn't be, the kind of stream that we can watch on Twitch. Against TOS. Okay, I think that's what
against
I think that's
TOS.
what it's called. But yeah, back to the drawing dad board for Edgar and JPP. I think John Paul Poe is probably happy. He's taken out his chain lightnings against a deck that can reliably produce double red mana.
Yes.
Gristle dads.
Oh,
Okay.
Cerebri, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Cerebur. Wait,
Do we?
no, we did that already. We
Okay.
celebrated this.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I think he is. Oh, whoa, this is quick. Yeah, so whoever's complaining about how fast or not fast they're playing this, they're straight into it. The next game, this is Bolt, Polluted Delta, Scalding Tarn, Snow-Covered Island. Looks like a ponder at the back of his hand.
Okay. That looks like if Edgar has a really fast hand, he doesn't have any interaction with it.
50-50 probability dads are reasonable enough dads to stream ratios for me. It's true, and I understand the math in this equation. The math here is either you're a dad or you're not, so it's 50-50, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We've heard that before.
We've heard that kind of like math before, right? Like it's just like any game of Magic is 50-50. Either you win or you lose.
Yeah.
Right.
Only two results.
Yeah,
So
only
it's
c-
50 or 50.
Right. Yes. 2020 odds have more merit. That's funny. Yeah, 2020 odds have more merit. Large.
Wait.
Large.
How did he come up with that?
No, I think we need to like. Can we mod this guy? Do we?
She focused out.
Yeah, H.G. Fox is our new honorary. Like he's the
Honorary dad.
he's the first dad. There's,
first-
there's the first sliver, and then now he's the first.
Does he cascade into more dads?
I think that's a different. Does it give all slivers cascade?
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
cascades into more dads, wouldn't that make him the granddad though? And therefore the great granddad.
Okay.
Okay, so Delver's flip. Perfect play for perfect kind of series of events for Jump Popo, right?
And Edgar, two lands into nothing.
And most notably a non-basic
yeah.
into a fetch land, which means that
He doesn't have the BTB or the blood.
yeah,
Moon.
doesn't have BTB or Blood Moon, and that Edgar's choice to lay to search up a non-basic land means that his hand has Red Elemental Blast. Right.
Okay.
Quite probably has Red Elemental Blast, or at least has blue spells, and he's hoping to find red Elemental Blast, right? Because if he had a straight line to the combo, he would just go for basics, right, and not be disrupted.
Right.
So Dreadheart Arcanist.
Dragon is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not as good without spells in your graveyard, yes, but yeah, Brainstorm in response to this Dreadheart Arcanist.
I'm becoming a dad in a week's time. Congratulations, Ika.
Congratulations! Yeah.
Cascade successful.
Cascade successful. Is it really Cascade though? Because you know what you get. You know what gender your baby's gonna be. Well, what sex your baby's gonna be, and you know what card you're gonna get, right?
And
Right.
you know how old it'll be. You know it'll be a human.
I would give every dollar in my name to a set that has a card that grants dad all dads cascade for other dads.
The true
Yeah,
dad
yeah.
stream.
The true dad stream.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, guys, sorry, guys, people.
People.
We've missed the obvious joke here. It's not called Cascade. It's called Dadskade.
That's kid.
It's like using a sensei talk. Oh, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
You're
It's
not.
actually thought you can
Yeah,
skate.
yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're
Yeah, and sometimes your kid turns out to be a miracle.
right. Wow.
Okay, so we see a quick correction of the lands that he's laying.
Right.
Because presumably of the brainstorm that he played the turn before. No, he's shuffled. He shuffled with the other Scalding Tarn.
Right.
We're not keeping on top of our expensive card stream. What kind of Scalding Tarn did he crack?
That's an expedition.
An expedition.
That, I think that's alpha, right? From here.
That's beta.
It's
Those are
beta.
betas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's naming his kid Jace. Jace is a gender neutral name.
Yeah.
Right,
this is
right.
nice.
So there is still some dad skating involved.
That's a very good. This is a very
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
name though.
Yeah,
I like-
yeah.
I
It
like
could
the
be
word.
Jacelyn. It could be Jace full stop.
Yeah.
It could be Jace, the mind sculptor.
Mm.
Much like Stewie from Family Guy. Okay, so a second brainstorm, trying to put together Mr. Malayan.
Mr. Malaya, thank you
Ooh.
for joining us.
When I think of Mr. Malayan. Yeah. So putting two cards back at that brainstorm, immense amounts of pressure on JPP's
Yeah,
side.
John Popo is really pushing a lot of damage
But
here.
notably, no cards for the Dreadhorde Arcanist to play back yet. And
He
this changes very quickly with the Ponder,
Ponder, yeah.
which is gonna trigger the prowess on Taylor Swift.
Hit bolt. No bolt.
Middle name TMS. Yeah, and you see in that Ponder a Daze, which is actually really quite powerful in a scenario like this, right? Because
Yeah.
Daze against an opponent who has just been laying lands, one land per turn,
You probably can hit a lot of things with the
hit
days.
something at least if he's trying to interact with you, if he's gonna play a Red Elemental Blast back into your Force of Will that you
Right.
have Daze. So yeah, he's concurred and he's taken a Daze, picked up this Daze, and they're all gonna crash in, and he's gonna
Yeah.
replay that Ponder.
Yeah, which is going to trigger
It's
his
gonna trigger
prowess.
prowess a
Wow,
second time.
synergy. Synergy.
And because like this card is great, I need it in Russian foil because I'm the kind of guy who plays with only the best.
Why not alpha? It's like Russian foil more expensive than alpha?
Yeah, but can you find me a Russian foil Dreadhorde Arcanist?
Probably not.
An alpha Dreadhorde
Oh, I
Arcanist.
thought you were talking about the bowl.
I mean, yeah. No.
Oh,
We-
probably Russian foil Dreadhorde is the most expensive.
yeah. I mean, you could make an alpha Dreadhorde Arcanist with a pair of nail clippers and a lot of time. But yeah, this is going to be a bunch of damage. I'm no mathematician, but this is a crap ton.
This is a lot. of
Yeah, a
damage.
crap ton. It's slightly more than a lot, but less than a bajillion. So
Not even factoring the bolt yet.
yeah, that he has in his hand, which would put him in very dangerous territory, and I'm surprised he's not actually playing it. Right, because playing a bolt here.
We'll push it on the tree.
Yeah, and actually, if he had the bolt instead of flashing back the Ponder, if he flashed back bolt instead.
Oh, no, he got the bolt from the ponder.
Oh, he got the bolt from the Ponder.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that crazy. Not
No,
that
no.
insane. Because if you
No,
had if you fired off two bolts, this
That
game
would
would be
be
over.
very
along,
over.
Along with the prowess trigger.
Right. Oh man, Edgar not having the best draw
You know
of his
what?
life.
And I really like John Popo, right? This is David versus Goliath. This is the guy with the $12,000 lands and the infinite combos in his deck. And John Popo, he's shown up with white bordered bolts, snow-covered lands fresh out of Modern Horizons,
Yeah.
and red sleeves. He doesn't even care to conceal the fact that he's playing red cards. He's like, I'm going to show up with a deck and it's got burn in it. You know it's got burn in it.
Yeah.
You better have timely reinforcements. Zuran Orb,
John Popo has very recently,
picked up Legacy. Yeah.
Not just pick up legacy. He's been on the red aggressive plan hype
True.
train. Yeah.
True.
Oh,
What is this?
this is Pyroblast.
We
right?
got a reader.
Oh, no, Is that engineer? This is like foil engineer.
What?
A foil.
All bordered foil.
Yeah. Wait, which was the old? Was it engineer?
Welder,
or-
Goblin Welder.
Oh, welder. Okay.
Is that a Goblin Welder? It's staying in play, so I'm guessing he's dazing. He's
Oh.
dazing to try and get his opponent to take 1 damage. And this is really, really smart on John Popo's part because this means that the Delver combined with the Bolt are lethal.
Ah. Exchange target artifact or player controls for target artifact in their graveyard.
Yeah,
He's
so
gonna fetch.
he's gonna tap out this turn. And then he has no real recourse to the Bolt and Delver. Never mind the fact that the Bolt can be brought back by the Arcanist itself.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, no, it's not. It's a different card.
Is it a smelt?
It's a Pyroclasm? It's a Pyroclasm.
Oh, it's a
It's a
Pyroclasm.
7th edition Pyroclasm.
Ah.
So the reason why he played the Daze was to pump,
Oh,
to, give,
pump the
to give prowess to
yes,
the give prowess
of course. To the Monstrous Spear.
to the Monstrous Spear. Yeah.
Russian Delta would be more expensive than Expedition. Does that exist?
We thought it was Goblin Welder, but it is in fact
No, it's not Lolly Welder.
it is in fact the 7th edition version of Pyroclasm. And I can't spell, so sets and legality 7th edition. Is there no way to show the 7th? Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so still, he's gonna be able to buy back that bulk, and there we go.
Whoa, Drop
That's,
Off just
that's
takes
the
it.
ball game. Yeah, I
Wow.
love the way I like JPP as a person. Like he's super
Very friendly.
enthusiastic, friendly. He
Yes.
loves the game, and yeah, this is David taking down Goliath.
I think Goliath just had really bad draws, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
a
true.
bit bad.
Goliath did not find any of his interactive cards.
And John Popo, of course, playing the deck that
Is that
punishes
the
bad draws.
FNM promo? No, I believe it's a 7th edition foil.
Because
from-
black borders are like
Yeah.
foil white border cards are black bordered. So
Yeah. There are no foil white border cards unless you take acetone to the borders of your Magic cards.
I'm pretty sure they exist, just that they are a bit rarer.
Yeah,
than-
there are definitely people who do that.
yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the stream. If you want to catch more of us, you can always go to youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. Make sure to subscribe to us. We are almost at 1,000 viewers, at 1,000 subscribers. Sorry, and thank
1,000
you,
followers.
1,000.
Yeah, I wish there were
followers.
1,000 subscribers. That would mean that we're
Oh no, I mean on YouTube.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
almost at 1,000 subscribers. And thank you, 50 viewers, for watching us on stream right now. Round 3 will be up in about 15 minutes time, so don't go away. You can find us at A3 Club Street 069451, and make sure to like our Facebook page as well, facebook.com/GreyOGames, and we will see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.